Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is the rebirth, the relaunch, the rejoining of the Joys of Living Great. Do I sound excited at all? I really, really want to let everyone know, all of our audience, nationally and internationally, that we are back. We are back. You've heard that saying, she's back. Well, we're back. The Joys of Living Great is back. We're no longer able to broadcast to you the Joys of Living Great, which is the show that has joy. We bring joy and we share joy. We can't do it the way that we were doing it. However, through the grace of God, we're still able to broadcast to all of you and each of you, and we welcome you for listening to our new program. Let me just share with you what the new format will be so that you're aware. You probably know, if you've been following us at all, we've always been on for 3 years, 3 whole years. We were on Thursdays at 4 p.m. When we chose Thursdays at 4 p.m., I don't think any of us thought about the fact that every year Thanksgiving falls on Thursday. So every year that meant our Thanksgiving at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time was spent with you. It was spent being thankful and grateful because November has always been the month of Thanksgiving. But we spent our holidays with you. We spent our Thursdays with you. And we are so grateful for those of you who have spent those Thursdays with us. Well, Thursday seems to be a great day for us. So we're back on Thursdays again. But this time it is a monthly show. And it's not the fourth Thursday of the month. It will be the second Thursday of the month. And that Thursday is going to be at 12 o'clock noon Eastern, which is 11 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Mountain, and 9 o'clock Pacific. Internationally, I have no clue. It could be 6 p.m., it could be 4 a.m., but we appreciate you watching us. If you're watching us live and you can join live, or if you can come in and watch the recording on the YouTube channel for the Joys of Living Great. Let me start by introducing myself, and then each of us who have been the core group of the Joys of Living Great and the whole unit that binds it together. These are the ladies. These are the faces that you're seeing right now. So my name, of course, is Faye Horton, as you can see. And some time ago, we had an idea to do a book collaboration, and it was called The Joys of Living Great, simply because at the time, people were writing books about their traumas and their disappointments in life and all those depressing things that happen. And for some reason, the thought that was brought to me, or the spirit that was brought to my thoughts, was not we most often, if we believe in God, get through all those things. So why should we continue to harp on the things that have been stressful for us, or the things that have been emotionally challenging or financially challenging, when in the end we come out victorious and we come out with joy? So the Joys of Living Great started. We started to write a series of books about joyful affirmations, about how you can find joy, how we found joy, some of the stories that we've had, and what the outcome of joy is. And that's really what this is all about. Each month in our segments, we want to talk to you about a specific topic. And that specific topic will be one thing per month that is important to you. And the only way that we're going to know what is important to you is if you give us that feedback. So if you're not a member of the Facebook group, The Joys of Living Great, it's a public group. Make sure that you go and join that group. Make sure that you tell us in the group what it is that bothers you. Even if you haven't gotten to that joy point yet, let us know where you are, because that's the topic that we will address. And we'll have a segment that addresses the topic universally that can apply to anyone. We'll give you the scriptural word on what that means and how to apply your life activities and your life to what you need to do, and we'll let you know where to find the joy. So does that sound interesting enough? I'm going to now let everybody else, please introduce yourselves, you all, you beautiful ladies, introduce yourselves and tell everybody who you are, what the Joys of Living Great means to you, and anything else that you want to share about how our program will enhance the lives of men and women as we move forward.
Well, my name is Katrina Bondell. I've been with the Joys of Living Great for the 3 years prior since its inception. And I've truly enjoyed what we've been doing, bringing joy and sharing joy. And I'm back to continue the conversation. You know, we have so many great conversations because we're discussing things that are relevant in our lives. We don't know what that may be. This is not scripted. So what's ever current at the time, whatever's going on, we can discuss. And if you're like me, sometimes, you know, you go to work, you come home, you got your life things that you have to do. You might not get out to find out what's really going on in the world. So it's nice to have a place to come to have a good conversation about what's going on. And that's what we bring to you every week. And so I'm thankful to continue the conversation on whatever's going on. I know this will help both men and women to find out, you know, what you can do about certain things, how you feel about certain things. It's so nice to have a good discussion. You find out you'll learn a lot, and you can share a lot with others as well, your family, your friends. And you don't have to go too far. All you have to do is click on this program and be a part of it and share in the conversation. You'll like that. And I see that it's very helpful. It's been helpful for me. Oh, and I love talking, if y'all don't know that already. I love having a discussion. So I just want you to continue on enjoying the Joys of Living Great as we come on weekly, and just see what you can learn and tell someone about us and share what we're talking about and add to the discussion whenever you're able.
So you all heard that. Katrina's going to be here every week. Well, the rest of us will be here once a month. But it doesn't matter whether it's weekly or monthly. Katrina's going to be here with her smile. If you don't come to the Joys of Living Great for any other reason, you have to come and look at her smile. She has had that same smile for the last 3 years. And I know, and any of you who are listening know, if you're living life, you are living, you're actually breathing, and you're doing your daily things, there's got to be some days you're not smiling. But on those Thursdays, when Katrina shows up, the smile you're seeing right now is the same one she's had for 3 years, and she will carry on. So come and see Katrina's smile.
And wow, that's so great, Faye, because this is such a great, you know, the Joys of Living Great. I've been with the Joys of Living Great. My name is Brenda Sawyer, by the way, and don't forget that. Brenda Sawyer, and I've been with the Joys of Living Great for 3 years. I am joyful to be here because to me, the Joys of Living Great is a movement. And I like what you said, Katrina, about it's not a scripted conversation because I just don't do scripts. I don't like scripts. So we do it naturally, and we're all led by the Holy Spirit to do it. So we just are on here to encourage you, to encourage everyone to come in, chime in with us, join our Facebook group, which is the Joys of Living Great Facebook group. Join us. Join us for the conversation every month. And also, I'm going to see Katrina smile. We're all smiling because we do have joy, because the joy of the Lord is our strength. And we just thank God for being here once again, to bring this to you. And it's global. That's what I like about it. It's global. It's a global movement. And you're going to see more of us. So we're doing some great things. So I'm just joyful to be here today. Brenda Sawyer is my name.
Oh, what a joy it is for me to be here today. And first of all, my name is not Stylist 5G. I'm Regina Smith. And as Katrina said, my life is so unscripted, no matter how much I plan. And I have things prepared for that thing that says that I'm electronically a little handicapped. It hits me every time. But that's what I love about the unscripted life, because I always find an opportunity to find joy. I'm Regina Smith. I've been with the Joys of Living Great since its inception. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a church leader, I'm a retired law enforcement officer, and I just gone back, look back over my life and realized how blessed I've been. And out of each of those, even my adversity, I found a way to find joy. I find that joy is what turned things around in my unscripted life. I'm so happy to be a part of the Joys of Living Great and with this wonderful panel of women and the connections that I've made just being here on Thursday. Now, I know Katrina probably won't be the only one. We meet once a week. We discuss what's on your mind. And I'm so glad that Faye mentioned that. We like to interact with you. You can reach out to us via our Facebook. And if there's any topic that you'd like for us to discuss, or if there's any hot trending topic, hey, let us know. Put it in the comments. Reach out to us, and we'll be glad to consider it for discussion, because life is lifing, as the kids say. But we want to bring a different perspective to you. We want to show you how to have joy in every area of your life. And guess what? Do what Katrina does for me every week we meet. She brings a smile to my heart. And I love it. Along with all the other ladies, we have anchors here that are just so full of wisdom. And I'm so happy to once again be a part of this movement. We're not just a show. We are part of a movement, and we want to move you no matter where you are in the world. We want you to join this movement of joy and have a
Thank you. Thank you so much, Regina. We're happy to have you. I think Regina is probably, I'm going to say this, although all of the ladies here are young women, Regina is probably our baby of the group, I'm thinking. No, she's not. Okay, then it must be Crystal. Okay. I was thinking that Regina was the baby, and I was going to say, well, she's unscripted because she's still learning. But that's okay. She's unscripted, but she gets in here, and that's good. Actually, there was one thing that Regina, it was one thought that you brought to us most recently, and it was about what was important about Jesus feeding the people with the fish and the loaves and the fishes. Do you remember that? what was it that you said to us that was such a profound statement that I had not really thought about, and I'm sure our audience probably hadn't thought about it.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons why I love this show when we meet on Tuesday to discuss what's going on in the world and what our next broadcast would be like. And these ladies, we're so full of the spirit. We can be talking about candy apples, and the Lord will give us a revelation about candy apples. And we were discussing something, but it dropped down in my spirit how we spread joy, how easily it is to spread joy. We look back at the miracle of Jesus feeding the multitude just from the lunch of a little boy. And people see, and we put a lot of emphasis on the multitude and how the multitude was fed, but it started with one little boy. The message that Jesus gave resonated to him so much that he wanted to give. And it's giving what he had, a whole crowd, 5,000 people, 5,000 men, not including women and children, were fed with 3 fishes and 5 loaves of bread. And guess what? At the end of the story, there was still more left over. And that's how we spread our joy. It starts one person at a time. We give our joy to you, and guess what? It multiplies and multiplies and multiplies. And we can change the world with joy. Only if you take that miracle of joy and share it and spread it. And I believe that's what our goal is, to reach the one person who's going to reach another person, and we're going to share this joy all over the world.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I couldn't let you go without reminding our audience of that thought because it actually does summarize how we actually share our joy. They're each of us, and we share one by one by one. And there's one person out there that hears the message, and then they can share it to someone else, and it just keeps multiplying, multiplying, multiplying. And then there's excess at the end. But the joy starts with your giving. Thank you so much, Regina. We have one more person who needs to introduce herself.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be me.
That would be you, the baby.
I'm the true baby.
You're the true
The
baby.
youngest in this court of wisdom. But I have to say, the joy of the Lord is our strength. And I tell you, I mean, we always are going to spread the joy and share the joy, but the honor that it brings us, I'm gonna say us, because I think it's for us to be able to share strength with people who are weak or who are confused, who need that extra push, that extra support. We're sharing strength. We're strengthening people through spreading this joy. We're living joy in front of people. Everyone doesn't know all of our backstories and how we've come to acquire such strength and how we had to dip in that joy pool so much to be strengthened through the roughest and toughest of times. But I tell you, the fact that we can still have a smile on our face, we still say, thank you, Lord. We still can help someone and push past whatever it is we've dealt with to lend a hand and to spread that joy. I am humbled beyond words to be able to share a task like that with these beautiful ladies. It's a task that not everyone can complete. Everybody can't complete that assignment. Everyone doesn't have the fortitude to share what joy can do and what joy can bring and how joy can strengthen. But I tell you, and I'm going to piggyback off of those many hats, like Regina said, that we all wear. We have to have joy to wear those hats. The wife, the mother, the granny, we grannies.
Yeah.
Almost, Brenda, almost. We're grannies. But we have so many hats. But for me, the best hat for me is just being a woman of God, because being a woman of God covers all the rest of the hats that we wear. It is the hat to be wearing. So in our quest to share joy and spread joy and talk about joy through every circumstance, I pray that everyone who hears, who listens, can be strengthened and encouraged to move on and move forward in whatever task or obstacle or trial may be in their way. There is joy in the morning. That, look at how joy is spread up in that Bible. Weeping may endure for one night, but joy. It's joy, he said, that comes in the morning. It's joy. Why? Because it's our strength. It's joy that comes in the morning. So for me, this thing means so much to me. I've been with this movement, as we say, from the beginning. Let me just say that, even from the point of authoring the books that we all were participating in, we co-authored the books together. But I tell you, the opportunity for me to share the goodness of God and share the light of Christ is big because of this. This is what we're doing while we're doing other things and preparing. Our ultimate thing is we're sharing the goodness of God, really, because them knowing that joy's there lets them know that God is so good. God loves us, that he's going to give us something to keep us strengthened from day to day. And staying in line with his will, it's another chance to do that. I believe this is ordained by him. So to be the fact that we're staying in his will and being obedient to what he wills for us is a joy. That's a joy for me. Doing this, that's one of the joys. And I'm also thankful for the connection, the creativity that God's allowing us to share with others and with each other in the joys of living great. So this is fantastic. I'm just humbled and I'm honored because God's doing something. And I asked him in many prayer sessions that I had with myself, Lord, don't let me miss nothing you doing. If I'm supposed to be included, if I'm supposed to be a part of it, I don't want to miss. Don't miss me. Don't leave me, God. I'm right with you. I'm right with you.
We had a very young minister who was a part of the Joys of Living Great, Minister Elena Burns. And Minister Burns always said, you have to obey. She said, if you hear it and you do not obey, that is definitely sinful. If God instructs you to do something, you need to listen and you need to obey. Now, being human beings, we're going to ask why. And you can talk to God just like you would talk to AI or to me. It's okay. It doesn't mean he's going to answer you like AI or me. But in your mind, you may say, I don't understand why I'm doing this. But if he tells you to do it and you are directed to do it, you better listen and obey. So we have all heard within ourselves, each of us, that this is something that we should be a part of. It's something that, as Crystal says, we want to not miss anything that we're supposed to be doing. So coming up really, really soon in the months to come, our first thought was, because the last show that we did on Win-Win Women Television Network, we spent the month talking about get your money right, girl. Well, when we decided that we were launching or relaunching The Joys of Living Great, we also, or we were directed by God that it's not just women, although women may be our main focus in a lot of our topics, but the program would no longer be gender specific. So, since we did such a great job, we felt, and from the comments that we received on Get Your Money Right, our next month, August, show will be wrapped around getting your money right. Unless, of course, some of you out there in our listening audience gives us a hot topic that we can cover that in our Tuesday planning sessions, God agrees. Now, the funny thing about that, on Tuesday, sometimes we come together and we think we're going to do one thing, but each one of us have been told separately and individually something different. But when we put it all out there on the table, it all is the same thing. Now, that's to let you know how well we have been able to listen to what we should be doing. So we can be unscripted sometime as well, but we will plan for what we're going to talk about in our next show. As I said, will be August. I don't have the date in front of me. Does anybody have the date?
August 21.
August 21st. Okay. August 21st. So I think that's the third Thursday, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Earlier I said the second Thursday, but it'll be the third Thursday. Okay. But we're not going to be with you on Thanksgiving. Does anybody have anything else that you would like to add for our audience before we close our show today?
I would just like to say that in my excitement, we spend so much time with our audience, and I was excited about the weekly. I totally just slipped my mind about the monthly because we're starting afresh, we're starting new, but it'll still feel like it was weekly because we do plan things and we talk amongst ourselves in our own group. But I'm just looking forward to enjoying you ladies, enjoying your great minds, and enjoying what you add to the conversation, and enjoying what I can learn next.
Let us all encourage you to do two things for us. You know, you may or may not know I'm in sales, and so I am trained. Everything that I do has to have a call to action at the end. So your call to action is join the Facebook group, The Joys of Living Great. That's number one. And number two, mark your calendars for August 21st at noontime. Even if you're at work, you can join in with us for a few minutes. Get that joy that you need to go sit back at your desk and look at that person that's been doing something terrible to you all day. Bring the joy on the job, bring the joy with you wherever you are. If you are in a situation where you need to go sit in your car at 12 o'clock lunchtime and just tune in, do that as well. Whatever it takes. And I have one more call to action, and that is share the information and bring somebody with you. Thank you all so much for joining us. It has really been a pleasure. We all got dressed up today for you. And it feels special. This is our new launch, and thank you so very, very much for being with us today here on The Joys of Living Great, where we have joy and we share joy. Thank you all.